The next thing I want to do is actually import some CAD. We just did a drafting view and we drafted lines from scratch, but I'm guessing you have a lot of AutoCAD details sitting around that you could still use. Let's do that. Now, what I want to do is I want to go to the View tab. I want to click on Drafting View. 1 to 10 is fine, but be cautioned that you need to know what the scale is of the CAD that you're bringing in. So my name is just going to be Typical Detail. Now I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to go to Insert. Now I want to import CAD. I don't want to link it. I want to import CAD. So click on Import CAD. I'm going to go to where I'm keeping my exercise files. I'm going to grab this detail. For my colors, I want to go black and white. For my layers or levels, I always like to just grab visible. I don't want to bring too much AutoCAD garbage into my model. Now for my positioning, let's go auto center to center, but it's not going to really matter since we're talking about a detail. I'm going to click Open. So now we're looking at it. It looks pretty thick and heavy. What we can do is we can change our scale. So if I change my scale from 1 to 10 to 1 to 5, we'll see that it starts to get a little more closer to normal. If I change my scale again, and I'm going to go 1 to 1, this is pretty much what this detail was. So you can guess at what the scale was, or you can do this. Either way, it's not a great situation. So what I want to do is go ahead and select that AutoCAD underlay. We can do a few things here. I want to click on Query. I'm going to zoom into any one of these lines and I'm going to select it. It thinks it's a line, but it's actually a polyline. We can see a few things here. We can hide it in View, or we can delete it. I'm just going to click OK here. And we can select on this piece of text. And yep, it's text. Layer level G Ano note. Guess what? It brought that into your Revit project. So we've already kind of muddied up our projects. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to hit Escape. Now what we can do, if I select it, we can do a full explode or a partial explode. Now the difference is, if this was a block inside of here and we did a partial explode, it would explode it to one level, but the block would still be a block intact. If we did full explode, it would explode the whole thing. Now I'm going to select it. And I'm going to click Explode, and I'm going to do a full explode. Import contains 3D data or points which can't be exploded. Okay, that's fine. Now when we zoom in, we'll see it dumbs it down to text, and we have lines that are not leaders. I recommend that you have a typical set of details that you can bring in at any time, and that they're cleaned up, and then when you bring something in and explode it, all this stuff doesn't happen. But this is still quicker than drafting it from scratch.